Owning up when you make a mistake is the best thing you can do for yourself and the people around you. It should go without saying really, but a lot of people suffer from a lack of self-accountability. Things go wrong all the time in life. Some people prefer to take the blame themselves, and some people prefer to deflect the blame on others. But I realized that recently, neither of these approaches are the answer. Sure, maybe taking the blame yourself initially seems better than putting the blame on other people. You're only halfway there. Because a Chinese proverb said to go the full way there, and there meaning at the end of the journey, completing or overcoming the difficulty you've just had. You must blame no one. You see, all mistakes happen for a reason. They are not bad reasons at all. Whether it's breaking your favourite mug or damaging your bike in some way, you cannot blame yourself for the actions you have taken. You see, we are all humans and we make mistakes, therefore we should not put the blame on ourselves. And at that point, why do we put the blame on ourselves? As a person who does this, I can explain you my part of the story. Some humans grow attachments to things, objects that are inanimate. They don't actually matter. But what if it has your name inscripted on it? What if you've had it for years, and then in one instance it's taken away from you because you've broken it? How do you deal with that? Well, of course, it would invoke a small level of trauma within you, but trauma nonetheless. That something has gone wrong, that you've suffered a drastic loss, and therefore you should treat the situation as thus. Cry it out, think about it for a moment, and then you remember the proverb that says, "He who blames no one is all the way there." And then you awaken and you think, damn, I'm over this now. And then you can own up to your mistakes a bit more and overcome the difficulty you just endured. What about for those who blame others for their mistakes? Well, in that case, they lack self-accountability. And why should they blame others? It's not fair on the other people. And interestingly, this does something psychologically where they will blame themselves deep down inside. And their reaction is that they will take it out on others because they just cannot handle having the blame on themselves. And so this creates a negative feedback loop where the others around you will then not be supportive and give you a negative reaction instead. They will start to blame you and also distrust you. And this has a dire consequence on you. It makes you feel outcast from the group and people won't trust you anymore. And you're only doing this to yourself. And this actually causes the actual damage to your psyche. Deep down, you've been rejected from the group by becoming distrusted from them, by blaming your mistakes on them. If you have the ability to do long-term thinking and planning, you may be able to escape a distressful situation in the moment, realize your mistake, and move on. And I want you all to remember that admitting you're in the wrong is good for your personal development and also the support and love you will get from the people around you who have also witnessed the incident, as long as they are there. You see, I really hate it when someone does something really bad and people are saying, oh, when will he admit it? And then they admit it and then they get attacked for admitting it? Isn't that contradictory to what we're trying to achieve here? Self-accountability? Are you trying to encourage the other person to not admit it? I mean, give a person some time to process their guilt. If we're talking about crimes, leave it to the courts, alright? They'll decide what to do with them. But in all worlds where you must admit you're in the wrong, at least admitting you're in the wrong in the first place is the first step towards overcoming the situation and solving the problem. So my question is to you, will you vow to be better? Will you vow to go from the beginning of the journey, blaming others, to blaming yourself, to blaming no one? I know you'll make the right decisions and you will figure this out. Thank you for listening, take care and see you in the next video.